And we are live. We are live. And I am bullish. Session bullish. Kind of. So, I'm anticipating a deep retracement instead of this hourly SIBI. More specifically, instead of this 50-minute sell set imbalance buy set inefficiency. We can ride all the way up here, but these relatively equal highs become lower probability because the high on the right is higher than the high on the left. But I'm anticipating a session run higher. Anticipating a run inside of this hourly SIBI, and depending on how we behave inside of this range, it will determine if we're gonna flip on and continue lower, or prices just went lower to take all this generated sales to liquidity. Like this was candy land. Like this was candy land. Smooth edges, especially these relatively equal lows. These relatively equal lows. When price was here, it just again, time is price is fractal. What happens in the 1 minute time frame right here? This is the 2022 model. We have shift to market structure, displacement for value gap, going short instead of the retracement, targeting all post insider liquidity. This could have been a swing trade. It's just the beauty of it that anything that happens on the higher time frame is going to happen on the lower time frames as well. First sip of my hot coffee. That's my alarm. The world is cooked. The world is absolutely cooked. There is no going back from how cooked the world is. Jesus Christ. Hmm. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Jambonea. Like this stuff is real. Like this is like this is real. You know one thing about my trading career is just I spent so much time into learning nonsense and stuff that wasn't really the truth. Trend line, supply and demand, stochastics, animal patterns, and all of this hedonistic nonsense that it hasn't clicked yet that this is the truth. For some reason, I can win over and over again, and subconsciously, I still have that innate doubt of disbelief for some reason. And it's just like, bro, you have endless back testing proof, forward testing proof, real proof of what the heck was that? Open, high, low, and close. For what? Why is this showing up? I don't know from where that came from. But there was a matrix attack. But this is the real truth, man. Oh. And the fact, you know one thing, ICT keeps talking every single time, like throughout his own mentorships career. He's like, this will never stop working. This is gonna repeat every week, every day, and it won't stop. And one of the main reasons why that's also true, it's because the majority of people are not going to sit there and watch a 4 hour video and maybe get 5 minutes of real information. That's what nobody's willing to do. And the fact that the only thing that you have to do for you to be able to get fucking rich in today's society is just to sit in a computer and type. And people are not even willing to do that. It's incredible to me, man. Bro, back in the era, in the 300 era, niggas were just getting their head cut off, man. Getting their heads cut off. And this, like, you know how easy this is? Like, we're living as oil sheiks. This is the easiest thing in the world. The easiest thing in the world. Just sit in a computer for a couple of hours a day, study. No danger. Being completely honest, I don't even consider it to be that stressful at this point. Because, like, now I'm taking it into perspective, into how hard it was back in the day compared to today. It's just like, it's not even a it's not even a comparison. So it's just like, bruh, and hear me out, bro. You want me to be completely honest with you? Whoever's listening to this, I'm just glad that nobody is fucking trying, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and motivate you and start a motivational speaky conversation. Go out there, my man. If you don't have motivation to improve yourself and get better and make money, then no one is gonna do it for you, bro. It's just like, it's crazy. It's so crazy. Like, saying it to the point that it's easy to. What I'm talking about easy, it's like you're like, wow, money from the internet. No lo supero. It's like, I definitely, one of the things that I struggled, it was with that negative self-image for some reason. It's like, you want to tell yourself, oh, you're making a couple $1,000s a month from the online world, even though that you worked at it and put a long period of time into it. You don't deserve it. You're not supposed to be here. And consciously, every single day, I battle that bitch. And I'm like, yeah, I deserve this motherfucker. In a sense of, like, this is real, man. But I keep drinking my cup of coffee. And also, when you're winning, white people just hate you for no reason. Why they just like? Why they just like? They just why like? Bro, the world is cooked, man. When I see someone doing better than me every single time, which is the uh a lot of people doing better than me, that are ahead of me, that I look at them as an inspiration. I've never gotten to the point where I'm like I feel resentment or bitter. But regular wages, for some reason, and I'm one of them, by the way. Let me let me make that very clear. Uh, for now, like, they just feel resentment towards people that are doing better than them. Why, man? Just like, try to improve yourself upon, or me personally, when I see someone outside driving a nice car, it's just like, yo, like the other day, like 2 days ago, I saw, I believe it was a Corvette, like black, like the car was like my favorite color. I don't even know, like, I don't even consider it to be my favorite color, just the color that I decide to wear. And like all my clothes is black. And that car was black. That was beautiful. Like all black. And it had like turbo, like I don't even know what the word is, like nitro turbo, and it was red. That little red was the cherry on top. Literally. I was like, that shit looks nice, bro. That stuff looks nice. Oh, this is amazing. And looking for higher prices. If we create a busy on the right side of the curve, I'm gonna go long. I want price to get inside of this 50-minute sell set imbalance by setting efficiency. This is like Candyland. Like I said, relatively equal highs, Candyland. And let's see. Now, if we inverse it, or if we inverse this gap right here, I will see that as an inversion for value gap, and I'm gonna go long inside of it. And if we don't inverse it, I would like to see a retracement into this little gap that we have up here. If we do inverse, I'm gonna go long right there. Alright. I believe I clicked the button, if I'm not mistaken. Why is... Yo, I clicked the button. Yo, it's not... What? It's not getting me in. You see, okay. Bro, what the hell? Oh, nah. It's probably gonna get me into so many orders, bro. This is bad. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Yo, this is. Yo, what the hell? Mm-hmm. Look at this. This is super slow. Alright, so we have a busy right up here. This has to function as support on price. We have relatively equal highs right here. All right, this right here, this like taking partials right here. Well, that's 25 handles, but it doesn't make sense. But I just need to like cut the position a little bit because this is huge. Like I don't like I'm like that is huge. So I'm just gonna take 8. Okay, so now we're good. Right above those relatively equal highs, and then it doesn't matter what happens now. This is not real. I want you to understand that this is not real, bro. Like, I'm not talking about the trade. The world is not real. Oh my god. Nadie puede conmigo. 2022 model. You see, this is like early signs of getting out of the trade, but one of the things about me, I feel better just getting stopped out than me getting out of a trade early and playing out in my favor. That's just me. So I just rather just get stopped out. Even though that we have the sign, the shift, lower the buy side liquidity taken, relatively equal lows and all of that stuff, just stop me out. See, that was a nice run. Mm-hmm. As of now, this is where price is likely to draw towards. You know, okay. Bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. It's just like, just putting your ego to the side and just, bro, like, this is a more learning experience. That's a nice run as well. A real nice run. Real nice run. This is what I'm talking about. This is more learning experience. More learning experience. I was anticipating a deep retracement into it. There was no deep, right? Okay. Then we had a 50-minute SIBI. Buy side liquidity above those highs. Price went above it. 2022 model. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Perfect, 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 perfect. This is what you're gonna date like today. Deep sell side, sell side. I would still have. As of now, I'm still looking for those sell liquidity pool for those readily equal lows right here now until further proof. For some reason, like when I'm so today, like in a day, where's the day before NFP on Thursday, on Friday? Like, and most of the time, I always ended up taking a loss. But it's not like, cause this was a move that I wasn't able to read. This loss, even though that it wasn't real, it is still my fault, not because of freaking Thursday NFP and none of that shit. That's a bad read on the market. That's just what it was. A bad read on the market. Mm. You see now this is not high probability conditions to be trading on. This is just like back and forth. Just this right here should have been below here. Use it as resistance on price and go towards this low. But that's exactly why I'm not on the account, right? So now I'm no longer looking for those lows again. I'm looking for here. This is what I'm looking for now. And with proof, if we draw into this, I'm gonna go long instead of this retracement back into this gap. If we do come back. We need to create a little gap right here though. That was too strong. Okay. There we go. Again, all of this stuff is just low probability. We're just instead of a cumulative range, just going back and forth, not doing anything. When you're gonna stop break. That's the point that I need to get when it comes to executing fearlessly with no fear of anything. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe when I'm doing this, I might I might switch it up to just like when I'm trading on a day that I'm not supposed to be trading on. Um, I'm probably just gonna tape reader because yeah, I'm probably just gonna do like tape reading sessions and shit. If I was on a road trade right here, I would have been praying the Lord just reverse on me. Shit, I spilled on my coffee, bro. And this is what I'm talking about. It's like in days like this, if we're gonna go higher, we need to respect this Bessie right here. But we literally went through it. It should have stopped me out, but it didn't. And now we are higher. We had this Sibi that if we inverse this Bessie and we have a Sibi, they should have just take this outside liquidity pool. But now we're higher again. It's like you don't want to be part of that. And I try to trade on the highest probability days where it's gonna be low resistant liquidity runs. I'm in the trade. I'm out the trade. I'm done for the day. Let's touch some grass. That's it. But again, at some point we were looking for these equal lows, then market shift, and we have a structure shift towards the upside and looking for highs. Then PDRA is not being respected and price coloring outside the lines as anticipated for today's price action because tomorrow is gonna be non-farm payroll. So it's just preparing beforehand. Like I anticipate those days before even the week starts. So it's just like pretty crazy. Now we're just here, just spending time. 10 a.m. is about to open in 30 seconds. Who knows what's gonna happen? And now we have it busy. And now we're below it. And yes, we do have it, or like all of SMT with yes and all of this stuff right here. So this is an inversion for value gap. Oh, 10 a.m. just opened. Didn't even notice it. Leave me alone. You know what? When I'm paper trading, I act so careless. I need to take this stuff serious, bro. I need to lock in, bro. I need to lock in. But again, why are we paper trading? This is exactly what I was anticipating. Back and forth. Now it's just, yeah, we're seeing price. I was anticipating high right here, and then low. Then it went right here. Now we're probably gonna go here. Then it's probably gonna retrace back. Not clean. Being completely honest, today was a bad practice day. I just let myself go and I didn't give a fuck. Which, not giving a fuck is a good thing if you practice the right way. Like, I was just getting into the trade, not really looking at risk management. And those habits, they materialize into when you're trading on the account. So that's something that I have to look for. Yeah. Something that I have to pay attention to. No, we have, if we create this SIBI right here, before taking this low and this low, I would anticipate price to get into it, not going above this high and rolling over towards this social liquidity pool. And this right here is the silver bullet. But I want to see that before taking this low though, like a retracement inside of here, if it happens. Siege ya. You ain't getting shit, my boy. Now that I'm looking at price, of course after the fact, you see, like days like this is where I struggled a little bit to have a good read on the market. Like it's easy for me to see lower system liquidity runs, but days like this is one of the reasons why I practice them because I want to get good at them. And once I do, then I can trade any time of the day. Um, so it's my goal to get good at them. And here's the sell side. My bias was back and forth. The reason is it's I struggled a little bit to have a good understanding of like reading high resistant liquidity rounds conditions. So that's why I take the time to what is it? To show up to them and learn from them. Today was a great learning experience. Look how the bodies are just closed open right there at that low. We need a lock in. We need a lock in. I love price action. I love price action. I love price action. Got cooked. Got cooked. Cooked behavior. This is what you call boys cooked behavior. So now that we took, still gonna read it right now. We took that buy sell liquidity pool, right? Um, now I'm just gonna read it. I'm not touching. I'm not pressing a single button. I'm gonna read price action. The thing here's the thing. The things when I'm trading on high resistant liquidity rounds conditions, like it's gyrating like from time to time, and it makes me switch my bias back and forth. Oh, we're gonna go here. Oh no, we're gonna go here now. Oh, we're gonna go here. And if I want to get to the point where I'm able to just, okay, this is the bias, this is where the market is likely to draw towards, and everything else is just noise. This is what the market is willing to go towards, and everything else is just noise. That's the better paradigm to adopt for high resistant liquidity run conditions, and even on low resistant liquidity run conditions. This right here, by the way, time distortion. You made a rebalance, now anticipating price to just shoot up towards the upside above this high. You didn't even touched it. Never mind. We have an inversion right here, a busy. This should act as support on price. Now we went inside of this down close candle, buys a liquidity pool right here. Then after this, if we do get here, which is looking at midpoint of this wick, And also, I remember one of the reasons of why I like to push the it's like when I'm because I used to tape read just on days that I'm not supposed to be trading, just tape read it. But then when I got to the point where I needed a trade on the account, I was fearful of it for some reason. Like I was afraid of pushing a button. So me doing this on days that are high resistant liquidity runs and me pushing a button, it just like more practice from easing into it when I see the setup on the real account, and it's been working pretty well. But I also need to take the tape reading session seriously, like a lot more serious than I'm taking them, and really go into deep studies and scrutinizing the information of what the trading session was, and not just running around being a mopey dipshit and taking random ass trades like I did for the second trade that I took. I was actually anticipating higher prices right here, but we never got that. But this one was just like I was looking for this red oblique lows, and I just get into it just to see if I got lucky. So that's not good. Okay, that's not bueno. That's not bueno, my friend. This is something that I'm gonna be doing for the rest of my life, so I better do it the right way. Brrr. And this is what I'm talking about, high resistant liquidity round. We got into this busy right here. That's great, rebalanced, easy run. But what do? Back into midpoint of this wick. Failed to reach it. Better. One of the things about PDRAs, here's the thing about PDRAs. If we are looking for a buy set imbalance or sudden efficiency to get retraced into it, if we don't retrace into it, that's better. That's literally better. We are looking into every single PDRA to barely get retraced into it. If it doesn't retrace, let's say into a Bessie right here, into a gap, that's what we want to see. That's showing strength into the marketplace. We want to see gaps not even get filled. That's exactly what we want to see. Because that shows either if it's for lower prices seeking sell side liquidity, that shows weakness. And if it's for buy side liquidity pools, that shows strength. We don't even want to see gaps get filled. And if we do want to get filled, let's leave a portion of it open. Because that shows strength like we did right here. Now, after this buy side liquidity pool, what am I looking for as the next objective? Midpoint, like right up here. And if we go through that, buy sell liquidity pool, easy. If we go through that, bread over equal highs. If we go through that, I'm not looking for this high. Like, I'm not anticipating this high to get taken. That's just my opinion. That's too overzealous for me. Like, best case scenario, this red over equal highs right here. Low hanging fruit, this shit. Low hanging fruit, this shit. Because the thing is like those high resistant liquidity run conditions, like for new traders, and I consider myself to be in that position, kind of. But it's like the reason of why ICD talks about so much of you being part of only the low resistant liquidity run conditions. It's because when you're new, you don't have the real confidence and you don't understand like highly where the narrative of the market is gonna what the narrative of the market is gonna like likely to be. So avoiding days like this, it's like when there's a lot of back and forth. But once you get really good at what you're doing, you can pretty much trade every single day if you want to. But with discretion, with a lot of being malleable with your idea and trading like low size in case in days like this. Because this right here, from this inversion for value gap to this retreat, this is a nice fuck. This is 100 handles. This is 100 handles, and I'm generally looking for 50. Like this is beautiful. Right here where I took a partial 25 handles. Like, bruh, I'm telling you, like you don't really need to catch those massive moves, man, for you to make some bread. Because like the majority of us are comparing ourselves to those people out there making a gazillion dollars in 3 minutes. But if you're able to walk away like me, almost for like $480 for the week, I don't make that shit on my 9 to 5, bruv. Bruv, I don't make that shit on my 9 to 5. I don't make that. I made in like 30 minutes spent on a freaking um computer. What I don't make in a whole week working my 9 to 5, Big G. So that's the comparison that we really need to make into this shit. It's like, yo, and this is my paradigm. This is where I realize where success is. It's like I want to get to the point where it doesn't really matter how many losses I take, as long as I'm being profitable month after month after month after month. That's just what I'll consider success to me. If I take 4 losing trade and I have 1 winning trade for the month, and that's profitable, then that's success to me. Now, that's the only thing that I will be striving for? Is absolutely and utterly not. I'm gonna keep on improving and getting better at a game that I'm gonna be doing for a long period of time. But understanding that that's what success really is, bruv. Just month after month, couple $1,000, and getting better as your journey, as you improve upon things, and never realizing that you already know enough. And it's a gradual experience. That's just what it is. Now I'm anticipating that buy sell liquidity pool to be next. Um, if this candle closes above this level right here, it's over. This is gonna be next. So keep that in mind. This level right here. And today for me was great. Today for me was a great learning experience. Um, yeah. Well, welcome to the real world. Welcome to the real world. You know what? I'm having fun with these live streams, bro. It's like I'm having fun, man. I'm having a lot of fun. Well, friends, that's gonna be it for the live stream. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and see the things that I must improve upon. I was a little bit reckless today because there was no risk on the table, but again, still losing trades that I have to journal and stop doing this nonsense. Stop getting in my head, you know? So let's see. I'm still anticipating this high to get taken.